Stealth design. The shape of the F-35 Lightning II was created with one clear goal in mind: reducing how easily the aircraft can be detected by radar. Engineers carefully designed the angles of the wings, tail, and fuselage so radar waves scatter away rather than bouncing directly back to the radar source. Special radar-absorbent materials cover parts of the aircraft and help reduce its radar signature even further. Earlier fighter jets depended heavily on speed or altitude to survive in hostile airspace, but stealth changes that approach. By remaining difficult to detect, the aircraft can move closer to enemy defenses without immediately revealing its position. This shift has changed the way modern air forces think about entering contested areas. Sensor fusion. Inside the aircraft, several different sensors constantly collect information about the surrounding environment. Radar scans the sky and ground, infrared sensors detect heat signatures, and electronic systems listen for enemy radar signals. Instead of presenting all this information separately, the F-35 combines everything into a single integrated picture. The pilot does not have to sort through multiple displays or guess which threat matters most. The aircraft's computers organize the data and highlight the most important details. This approach allows the pilot to understand the battlefield faster and react with greater confidence. Distributed Aperture System. Around the fuselage of the aircraft are several infrared cameras that together provide a full spherical view of the sky. These sensors constantly watch for heat signatures, such as missile launches or nearby aircraft. Their images are connected to the pilot's helmet display, allowing the pilot to look in any direction and see what is happening outside the aircraft. In earlier generations of fighters, pilots had to rely on mirrors, radar screens, or quick glances over their shoulders. This system removes many of those blind spots. It creates the feeling that the aircraft's structure itself has become transparent. Active Electronically Scanned Array radar. The radar used by the F-35 works differently from the rotating radar dishes found in older aircraft. Instead of physically moving parts, thousands of small transmitters guide the radar beam electronically. This allows the radar to change direction almost instantly and track many targets at once. It can search for aircraft in the sky while also mapping the ground below. At the same time, it can guide precision weapons towards selected targets. Because the system can rapidly adjust its signals, it is also harder for enemy sensors to detect or identify. Networked data sharing. One of the most important features of the F-35 is its ability to share information with other military platforms. The aircraft is connected through secure communication links that allow it to exchange data with other fighters, ships, and ground units. When one aircraft detects a threat, that information can appear instantly on the screens of other friendly forces. In practical terms, one F-35 can observe the battlefield and quietly pass information to units positioned far away. This kind of coordination changes the role of a fighter jet from a lone weapon into a connected part of a larger combat network. Multi-role mission capability. The aircraft was designed to handle several different types of missions rather than focusing on a single task. It can engage enemy fighters, strike ground targets, gather intelligence, and support electronic warfare operations during the same deployment. Internal weapon bays allow it to carry missiles and precision bombs without increasing its radar visibility. When stealth is less important, additional weapons can be mounted externally to increase firepower. This flexibility allows military planners to rely on one aircraft type for multiple roles that once required several different jets. Helmet-mounted display system. The pilot of the F-35 does not rely on the traditional head-up display mounted inside the cockpit. Instead, critical information appears directly on the visor of a specially designed helmet. Flight data, targeting information, and warning alerts are projected onto the pilot's line of sight. The helmet also connects to the aircraft's sensor systems, including the infrared cameras around the fuselage. As a result, the pilot can see sensor imagery simply by turning their head in a particular direction. This approach keeps essential information always within view, even during sharp maneuvers. Electronic warfare capability. Modern air combat often involves controlling the invisible signals that fill the airspace. Radar systems, communication links, and guidance signals all operate within the electromagnetic spectrum. The F-35 carries systems that detect these signals and respond in several ways. It can identify the location of enemy radar, interfere with tracking systems, or deploy countermeasures against incoming missiles. Sometimes the aircraft can even locate threats without turning on its own radar. These abilities allow the aircraft to survive in heavily defended environments. Short takeoff and vertical landing variant. One version of the F-35 was designed to operate from locations where long runways are unavailable. This variant uses a special lift system that allows it to take off from short distances and land vertically. The design makes it possible to operate from amphibious assault ships or small forward bases close to the battlefield. This capability is particularly valuable for forces that need air support in areas where large air bases cannot be built. It also allows aircraft to be distributed across many locations, instead of being concentrated in a few large bases. Integrated battlefield role. The overall concept behind the F-35 reflects a broader change in how modern air combat is organized. The aircraft does more than simply fly fast and carry weapons. It collects information, processes it, and shares it across a network of military systems. Pilots become decision-makers who manage data while coordinating actions with other units. In this role, the aircraft functions as both sensor and combat platform within a larger system. That shift in design philosophy has influenced how modern air forces plan and conduct operations in the sky.